Joined by Abby Pyzik, the head coach of Lynchburg College Hornets women's basketball. They were picked number 6 in this year's ODAC preseason poll. Coach, tell us a little bit about your team coming into this season. You've got a couple players back, including an all-conference performer in Shannon Allen.
Definitely. Well, I think a lot of people are going to be excited this year walking in to see our team play on the court. We really have a makeover with our program, and taking over 2 years ago, being the third year, we've gone through some transition in the last 2 years, and I'm really excited about this group. We have 4 returners and 8 newcomers, so to pick 6 is really a lot of respect, I think, in the ODAC for sure, from our program and the style of basketball we play and the type of defense we have as well, and so I'm pretty excited in that factor. Along those lines, we've recruited 8 great players, 6 freshmen and 2 transfers, and then we have 4 really strong returners as well that are just very strong leaders, really have taken in our newcomers and really formed a family right away.
We hear that from time to time that coaches go through transitions from older programs to your program. Now, talk a little bit about some of the challenges that you had with that, but also some of the successes that you think you've accomplished through the transition.
Definitely. I think every program obviously goes through that with a change, and transition is not a negative word by any means, and a lot of people think adversity or letting people go or bringing new people in, and transition is growing, and we're growing as a program and doing something we've never done before to reach to the top, and so we've actually done it in a really positive way. We've had a lot of people be a part of our program, and some have finished and others have stepped away, but all having a great experience as they've gone through, and I think that speaks a lot to not only what we're doing but the staff that I have that does a phenomenal job as well. And just the players we're bringing in and what they believe in. They're very strong women of young character with great character, and so they have a lot of morals in what they want to do, and our goal is to be fully committed to Lynchburg women's basketball, and so when that happens, only the sky is the limit.
You mentioned that you have 4 returning players this year. Talk about them a little bit, not only in what you expect from them, but how you expect them to lead those 8 first-year players that you have coming in this season.
Definitely. Well, we have one senior, Shay Kelly. She is one of our best shooters, if not the best on the tee from deep in three-point range. And she's really taken on a role in growing as a leader and taking on this young team in a lot of ways and teaching from her experience. And so her leadership is going to be key this year and will be very, very sound as we walk into the first part of our season. Coming in as a junior is Kaylee Patterson. She's kind of anchored us in the post play. Very fundamental, very strong. One of the hardest workers I've ever seen, and I've never seen a kid improve like she did from her freshman to sophomore year. And that speaks volumes for the amount of passion and heart she has and what she loves to do. And so those 2 are our captains this year and will be a really solid leading group together as they move our team forward. Then lastly, in our sophomore class is our 2 key rocks, and one is obviously our floor general in the point guard position, that's Katie Reeves, and she has grown tremendously as well. She's really worked on some of her footwork to get her shot down a lot better. Her speed and quickness has been great, and she just knows the system. And as a first year point guard, it's always hard as you're learning and going through bumps, but this year it's like clockwork. She knows exactly what I want. She reads my mind. It's been a really nice transition to have her with some experience in that role. And then last but not least is Shannon Allen, and obviously she fills up the stat line. The best thing about Shannon, though, is not only is averaging 14 blocks, assists, rebounds, any night she's on average for a triple-double. She could possibly do that, but she's really embedded herself in this team and the fact of taking it and really growing and leading in what we're doing. And so her competitive nature and the work she's put in the preseason and in the off-season has been tremendous. It has taken her to a whole nother level.
We'll stay with that transition theme, and we'll talk a little bit about the difference with the league this season. 12 team coming into the conference. That's transitioned the league from a 20-game balanced schedule to a 16-game unbalanced schedule, and also all 12 teams making the tournament from the past where just the 8 teams made it to Salem for the quarterfinal round. Talk a little bit about your impressions of that and what you expect from it this season.
I think it's a first, and if anything, we've gone through a lot of firsts, so we're very prepared in a lot of ways when it comes to that. I think it's another great strength of the ODAC, showing that we're changing and adapting and growing as well, and we're very competitive top to bottom, and I firmly believe that being a product of the ODAC, working in the ODAC, there's no doubt about it, and so I really believe that at any given night anybody can beat any given team, and so I think it's a really unique opportunity for teams like ourselves who might be climbing to the top to really have a chance to make some noise when it comes to ODAC tournament time.
Well, Coach, we look forward to seeing you and the Hornets on the court this season. Good luck this year.
Thank you.